Hi folks, welcome to your latest mwis planning outlook in association with Ellis Brigham. Now this time of the year is well known for big contrasts in the weather patterns that we can see, all depending on just which particular air mass is affecting the British Isles. If we draw up something from the subtropics, it can feel very mild, as it has done at the start of this week, but if we start to tap into air that's come around from polar regions, we can see the first signs of winter across the hills, and that's what's coming in the next day or so. Now I've sort of got three different bodies of air that are in play over the next few days, and the very mild conditions at the moment being taken away into Central Europe during Wednesday as a cold front clears away southeastwards. So we're under a fresher westerly North Atlantic air mass through Wednesday. Still bits of fronts tangled around and general low pressure producing areas of rain, some heavy and showery bursts in amongst that as well, some more constant falls of rain for England and Wales at times. A risk of a rumble of thunder in some of those heavier bursts that do form. It's a bit brighter across Scotland and the far north of England, with one or two showers coming in, but a generally brighter, fresh feeling day for the Highlands. A windy picture with quite a squeeze of the isobars ahead of a front coming down from the north. Gales across the Highlands increasingly through the day. And then behind that cold front is the much colder polar air that's coming around from the north, and a sharp drop of freezing level as that cold front comes southwards across Britain into Wednesday evening and night. Let's have a look through those temperatures then. This is the freezing level chart showing the height of 0 Celsius in metres. Now for Wednesday daytime it's around 1400 metres for the Highlands, so only really Ben Nevis summit that is close to freezing point, but quite an abrupt drop of temperature and freezing level coming down from the north later in the afternoon into the evening time. We'll see that freezing level drop sharply towards 600 metres, if not even below, across the Highlands by late on Wednesday. Into the early hours of Thursday, that drop of temperature will extend all the way across northern England as well. So showers that come down from the north, increasingly falling as snow, even down to 400 or 500 metres for a time. So a covering of snow is likely on many high tops across the Highlands and even into the tops of northern England by Thursday morning. Just depends where the showers do occur. A little bit higher for Wales, never really getting much below 900 or 1,000 metres there. Through the daytime on Thursday, that freezing level will just gradually come upwards towards 1,000 metres in many places, but the highest tops then staying sub-zero in the Highlands. So a cold feeling day overall for many on Thursday. Chilly still into Friday as well. That gradual rise of freezing level will continue from the west. Still only around 1,000 metres to 1,200 metres across the Highlands, just rising a touch from the southwest later in the day. And that gradual rise of temperature will continue through into the weekend, where we go back above freezing by a good few degrees as the airflow turns back around to an Atlantic southwesterly. Let's show you the precipitation sequence then, starting off on Wednesday evening, and where we see some shading appearing across the Highlands there, that's where the modelling is predicting some snow to fall, so across the Cairngorms, across into northern Loch Arbour as well, likely to be some snow falling there, and as mentioned, coming down to quite low elevations by this stage, 400-500 metres. Now showers will follow that main front, which journeys its way into northern England, breaking up a little bit overnight into Thursday, but still enough to find some snow for the southern uplands and maybe the tops of the Pennines as well as we go towards the start of Thursday, and some further showers of snow coming down into the northern parts of the Highlands too in the small hours of Thursday morning. Now the sequence then through the day on Thursday will still be a few showers coming in from the northwest across many areas, but inland regions doing pretty well for staying often dry. Windward coasts with a northwesterly wind will be more frequently seeing showers coming in, those merging into something a bit more constant at times over the northwest Highlands, sometimes across the northern Cairngorms, and a scattering coming down the Irish Sea as well. Away from showers, some very clear air and some sunshine around. There's the chart for Thursday then, and it's a windy day for all, a significant wind chill factor then in exposure across the hills, so prepare for winter-like conditions where you're on higher terrain. And you can see the idea of showers just coming in from the northwest, and a bit of a weak frontal system coming off the North Atlantic, just lifting those temperatures then a touch as we headed onwards later Thursday into Friday, as we've seen, and that may just cloud things up a bit more and create some more constant light rain showers, maybe something a bit more steadier across western coasts of the Highlands later in the day. Now for Friday, although high pressure is starting to build from the south, we've still got a rather strong west to northwesterly flow and a chilly feel then across the country. The winds may still touch gale force for a time on the higher tops, easing down a bit through the daytime, and the legacy of this front, although quite a weak feature, enough to produce some rather cloudy conditions and some areas of showers feeding into west and southwest Scotland and into northwest England as well. That may just break up and fade as the day goes on, but expect some showers to be in the forecast, some sleet again on the highest tops. And it's that front really which just is the boundary between that much colder air still affecting north and eastern parts of Britain and the less cold Atlantic air just drifting in from the west. And then the next front way out over the Atlantic is the next push of subtropical air and much milder conditions arriving as we head for Saturday. By the time we get there, that air has moved more broadly across the country. The wind flow has turned south-southwesterly. The risk of gales again across the mountains, strongest in more western regions, and some rain coming on to western mountains in particular. More eastern regions escaping drier and brighter for longer. Some sunshine around toward the east, but fairly cloudy conditions toward the west, and that cloud lowering to shroud the hills where that rain comes on, which is likely to extend increasingly in across much of western Britain as we go through the day. By Sunday, that front is expected to be draped somewhere across northern England and Wales, maybe southeast Scotland too. A bit of uncertainty on the exact position, but producing areas of rain, mild conditions across most of England and Wales, some fresher air starting to move back in from the North Atlantic across the Highlands, some showers coming in from the west, and still looking a rather blustery picture across many areas through the day. So we begin next week with that fresh westerly pattern, some showers coming in from the Atlantic on Monday and perhaps into Tuesday. It's likely to be a west by southwesterly that prevails into the middle of the week as high pressure tries to build from the south, but areas of low pressure over the North Atlantic are never too far away. And that squeeze between them creates windy conditions for many days next week. Risk of gales or severe gales on the mountains at times. Mild conditions coming in then from the subtropics again into the middle of the week. Some rain focusing on western mountains, particularly in Scotland. Drier conditions the further south and east you go. And broadly, that generally changeable, unsettled story takes us to the end of the week with maybe just a hint again of starting to turn that airflow back to a chillier northwesterly at the end of next week. Plenty going on then. Keep up to date with your local mountain details every day on our website. That's your planning outlook for today in association with Ellis Brigham. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.